My master's degree had been creating a measurement tool. So I had a real currency in everything measurement. It was 1998. Employee surveys were all the rage. So I knew that that currency was very valuable because not a lot of people in consulting firms knew how to do the big multivariate statistics that were required for these giant employee surveys. But what I wanted to buy with that currency is I was more interested in macro things,
Yeah.
culture and leadership and those sorts of things. But I knew that the people who actually do your employee survey get access to the executive team. So at 26, I went out into this job at Watson Wyatt, very quickly leading their measurement practice in Canada. At first, it was my mentor, Terry Brown. She was the senior person and she took me to all the meetings. Bless her. She had so much confidence in me. And at first, it was when they would ask questions and she would look like, well, Liane knows the data better than I do. And she would look at me and then they would look at me. Then over time, I started to understand what some of the ideas were for how they could evolve. So I was in the boardroom and literally my first employee survey, they ended up putting me in front of the board of directors. So I understood my currency was my quantitative skills, my measurement skills, but I wanted to buy with that into the culture world, into the senior executive world. And employee surveys was the exchange, the market where I could sell my currency and buy what I wanted. So that's what I really encourage people to think about when they're looking for a job at any stage of their career. And the problem is you tend not to appreciate the currency you have in your wallet because it's just so natural to you. But asking everyone else, and if you want to have informational interviews or networking meetings with people who know you, put that question at the top of the list. What currency do I have that I might not even recognize as currency? That's probably the thing I figured out through going through that process was that in graduate school, this measurement stuff just made me a nerd. In the work world, that made me a hot commodity.